Hello, my loves! Welcome back to my channel. For today's episode, I am going to show you how to make a half flat, half elastic waistband. So if you want to see how, keep on watching. As you can see, I already cut out the pieces I will need. So these pieces are for the back portion of the skirt. I also added 1/2 inch seam allowances on all sides of the fabric pieces. And this panel is the same measurement as the back piece panel. This piece right here is half of your waistline. So if your waistline is 20, it's going to be 10 and you will add 1 inch for the seam allowances. I also ironed on a fusible interfacing, and the interfacing should be a little smaller than your actual fabric. So when you iron the fusible interfacing, be sure that the shiny side of the fusible interfacing is facing the wrong side of the fabric. So what I did here is I fold the fabrics in half to find the center of the fabric. I also did the same thing on the waistline. And then I'm going to go ahead and form my first box pleat, just like this. And then after that, I am just going to make some knife pleats on the side. I am just using the grid as my guide, but if you're using a plain fabric, you are going to measure it. So just to make sure that the pleats are all the same width. I will repeat the same steps onto the other side of the fabric. By the way, if you don't like a pleated skirt, you can always gather it. Keep in mind that I am using the waistband as my guide, so I want it to match perfectly. And then I will do a base stitch right on the top edge of the fabric just to hold the pleats together. Now I am going to sew the waistband onto the skirt. Right sides of the fabrics are facing and I'm matching raw edge to raw edge. Don't worry about the excess fabric here. It's better that you have extra fabric than not having enough. Now it's time to cut off the excess fabric. This is the reason why you wanted the fusible interfacing a little smaller than your actual fabric. It's because you're gonna trim it off anyway because it just made the skirt or the waistband so thick. So I ended up cutting this off. Then I'm going to top stitch it. Be sure that the raw edges are facing up. After that, it should look something like this. As you can see, the waistband is laying flat because I top stitch it. I will place the waistband right on top here. Right sides of the fabrics are facing each other. Then I'm going to sew it from here all the way to the end using a straight stitch. Now it's time to sew the two pieces together. So I'm going to place the front portion of the skirt. I'm going to match the seams. It is very important that they match. And then I'm going to pin it to secure. Also going to do the same steps onto the other seam. Right after that, I am going to sew the seams close. Now it's time to make the casing for the elastic on the back of the skirt. Here I am using a 1-inch wide elastic. First, I'm going to fold the raw edge like this and then I'm going to pin it. I will grab it and tuck the raw edges just like this and pin it to secure. I'm working on the back of the waistband. And then I'm going to sew it close, starting where I put the first pin and stopping where I put the last pin. After I sew it, it should look something like this. The end should be open so I can actually feed the elastic through the casing. So this is open and the other end is also open. Now it's time to place the elastic inside the casing. So I'm going to start on this end. And then I am going to secure the elastic using a safety pin. I'm going to evenly distribute the gather or the elastic at the back. Then secure it with another safety pin. Then I went ahead and let Abby try it on before I trim off the elastic. Once I am happy with the fit of the skirt, I am going to sew the elastic on both sides and I'm going to trim it off. I also did a straight stitch here and here so the elastic will not curl. Now it's time to finish the front side of the waistband. So first I'm going to grab it and tuck in the seam allowance just like this and pin it to secure. And then I will sew it from here to the other side seam. Now all I have to do is finish the hemline and the skirt is done.